Alright, so we just had the Silent Hill showcase, and now we've got the Resident Evil one. So tomorrow, there's going to be a Resident Evil showcase. And they've mentioned that they're going to be showing a Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 4, and more. So today we're going to go over what we could expect to see from the showcase, as well as maybe things we may not expect, some smaller things. But yeah, without any further ado, let's just jump into what we're going to see and what could potentially be shown at the Resident Evil showcase. So first and foremost, it goes without saying, Resident Evil 4 is going to be in the limelight for the showcase, okay? I expect probably more of a gameplay first look. We've seen snippets so far, and it's probably going to be a proper gameplay look. A new trailer, most likely. Probably the pre-order. The pre-order will probably go live. It's not actually live on the PlayStation Store as of yet. There's no pre-orders on Xbox Store and Steam, I don't think, either. But that could probably be tomorrow, alongside maybe the announcement of some collector's edition or something like that. Also, people are thinking that maybe we'll get a playable demo as well for Resident Evil 4, kind of in the same vein as the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake demos we got, where they were like a snippet of the game and there was not a timer. That would be cool to see. I think what I really want to see more of from a gameplay video or even a new trailer is more of the later portions of the game. From what we've seen so far, it's very much the first hour or so. We've seen the village, we've seen Mendez, we've seen Carlos, we've seen Leon, and I want to see what they've changed in the later portions of the game. Like I've always mentioned with the Resident Evil 4, I feel like the most changes are going to be noticed in the last half of the game rather than the first half. The castle, the island, I feel like they're going to be changed quite significantly. So seeing more of that would be awesome to see. But yeah, no doubt Resident Evil 4 is going to be a big part of that showcase, and I honestly can't wait to see more of it, and maybe, if people are correct, get some hands-on time with it as well. If there is a demo dropping after that showcase, I'll be playing it straight away, so do not worry about that. If there's anything you guys want to see from the Resident Evil 4 portion of the showcase specifically, do let me know. I'm sure everyone wants to see a different part of the game. I'm sure everyone has a favourite part of the original that they want to see, so if there's anything specific you guys want to see from the showcase tomorrow, do let me know in the comments down below. So next up, they mentioned that they're going to be showing more of the Village Gold Edition. Now this is an interesting one, because this is purely DLC, so I don't want them to show too much of it. I don't want to see everything. We've had 2 trailers for the Rose DLC now that kind of go into more of the brief story portions as well as some gameplay. And I don't really want to see anything else. I kind of don't want it spoiled too much. There is an interesting kind of topic around the DLC at the moment with them changing how they're kind of dealing with the Winter story. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically they've said that the Winter storyline concludes in the DLC rather than it being a trilogy continuing into Resident Evil 9, which is interesting. I do want to make a video on that at some point, but my eyes are on the DLC. Obviously, alongside the DLC, we have the third-person mode for the main game, which is going to be awesome. It's going to lead a lot more players into probably playing the game, because some people aren't a fan of first-person for their own reasons. And of course, we get the additional orders for the Mercenaries mode, where we can play as Chris, Heisenberg, and Dimitrescu on some new stages, which is very cool. They look really fun to play, and hopefully that does bring some, a breath of fresh air into the Mercenaries mode in Village, because it's not really the same as it was before. It's still fun, but it is missing something compared to the originals. But yeah, with the Gold Edition, in order of excitedness, probably the DLC, the third-person mode, and then the Mercenaries mode. But all of it looks good. It is out next week, so expect a lot of coverage of that from me. From next week, I'll be going through the DLC live for the first time, then going for it hard, trying the Mercenary stages out, and then obviously playing through the game again in third person. I'll be covering all of that when it goes live on day 1, so be sure to turn on notifications and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the streams and the videos. It's going to be a busy day. But yeah, the Winter's expansion is looking to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to go back to Village and play it again. I think I played the game to death when it came out and pretty much did everything, so something new to do is never a bad thing. Now, in terms of the and more parts of the teaser we got for the showcase, I don't think everyone should be setting their expectations as high as they are. I've seen people say that maybe they'll do a teaser for 9. Personally, I think that's a bit too early still. Some people are saying they're going to do, like an animated series or another movie or something like that. Not 100% sure about that, but what I do know is Reverse is a thing still, and from the original announcement for the Gold Edition, they did say that that was going to be launching alongside the Gold Edition next week. Will we get another trailer for that? Maybe. Will they talk about it a little bit? Hopefully, because last time there was a trailer, they kind of left it out, which is a big worry. And again, I know a lot of people don't really like the game, never liked it, played it, didn't like it, don't see the point of it, but there is a large amount of people out there that do have an interest in it. It's not for everyone, and I completely understand that, but it was a promised thing when the game launched, and it still isn't out, so I think people are just kind of wanting it to finally be there so they can play it, and at least give it a go. So that could be one of the and more things with the stream. Obviously, I mentioned earlier as well, with the pre-orders for 4 going live, they're probably going to maybe show off some collector's edition for that. So that would probably be classed as an and more, because it's more of a physical thing. I'll probably get it, to be honest, this time around as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think, off the top of my head, I don't think there's a lot to go off of, unless they've got like some surprise announcement. I really don't think it's going to be RE9, but it could be. It could be. A lot of people are also saying Code Veronica Remake, but I genuinely don't think they're going to announce another remake until 4 is out to the public and is playable. So maybe the and more could be the demo. The demo for 4 could release immediately after the stream. If it did, that would be cool, and I'd definitely play it. And I think everyone would love that. Even though it was just like the first portion of the game, like the village survival part, and that was it. Like, I think people would be really happy to see that. But we'll just have to wait and see what they say on the stream tomorrow. So that's pretty much it. Again, like I mentioned, and like I did with the Silent Hill stream, I will be posting whatever they announce as a recap video after it has ended. So if you missed it, you can always watch my video, and I'll go over what has been said and what has been released. Just in case, you know, I know it's a late stream. Both of the streams this week have been at later times, so not everyone's probably going to see it, especially from my time zone. But I'll have a video out going over everything that's covered. And yeah, so if you do want to see that, again, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on so you do not miss the updates. I'll be there when the stream goes live and watching very, very excitedly. So thank you all for watching. Remember to leave a comment on what you want to see from the Resident Evil Showcase tomorrow. It could be anything, no judgment in the comments. If you want to see something other people don't, let me know. But yeah, I'll catch you all in the next video. Enjoy the stream, and I'll see you tomorrow.